actuality, today is the actual last day. So yeah, if you'd like to get 50% off your first box, you can get 8 meals for $50. That's what I did. And I had another one today. I had a broccoli chicken cheese casserole. It was really good. And I'm probably gonna have like a garlic chicken tonight. That was like a late lunch, and then I'll have the garlic chicken sometime during my stream. And then starting tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be sponsored by a certain other brand affiliated with Factor that may not rhyme with Schmello Schmesh. So if you have been thinking about signing up for that, hold off like a couple more days about that. So that way you can get a discount and I can get some money. Oh my god, yellow mesh. I have yellow mesh shorts. So yeah, if you've been thinking about trying that, wait a few days and then you can get a discount from me. Okay. So we're back. My headphones are so loud for some reason. Okay, let me put this in this ear instead. Continue. So there was a break. There was a suspension in the trial.
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
I fucking love this bitch. I'm obsessed with her. She's so like stupid and I think she's so funny. I love her. Okay, so if you did not watch the VOD from yesterday, I did put it up on the archive channel this morning. Quick rundown of what happened. So, there was a murder. Duh. Mahiru Koizumi, right? That's her name? She's dead. You know what? Let me pull up my notes. How about we pull up my notes? Does that sound fun? I've been taking notes on my iPad for this trial because it's very confusing. Let me show my notes. Because honestly, they're great. They're very good. This will be a great graphic to use to go over everything that's happened together. Okay, so there was a murder. Mahiru Koizumi. We are trying to solve her murder. But in order to do that, we need to solve the murder that occurred previously, before anyone arrived here on whatever the fuck island. And it involved several of the people here today. And there was a game called Twilight something. And it involved a bunch of characters that went by girls A through E and guy F. And we have had to decipher who relates to who in terms of the game. So, here's a breakdown of what we know so far. There was a dead girl in the game who was killed by girl E. Girl E was then killed by guy F. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. This game was based on true events prior to the beginning of Danganronpa 2. Fuyuhiko is guy F. Mahiru is girl D, who was in the game, and appears to have been an accomplice to girl E, who killed starting girl. We still do not know who girl E was in the original game, in the original events. However, the murder of girl E parallels the real-life murder of girl D, Mahiru. So we need to find out who killed Mahiru, because they found out Mahiru was involved with the dead girl being murdered. So whoever found out that Mahiru back in the day was helping girl E, they're like, oh, I'm not done with just killing girl E. I want to kill girl D. And I feel like the game is trying to make me think it's Fuyuhiko, but I'm still not really sold on that, just because it's Danganronpa. But anyway, the girls that were in the game are girl A, Mikon, aka Pig Barf. She's the nurse. Girl B, Hiyoko, who looks like that. She looks like Minen. Girl C is Ibuki. It's the seeing girl. Girl D is Maharu, who is dead. Honey Mist Auburn. Fuyuhiko is right here. Also, a little fun note. If I befriend Gundam, I get a skill that allows me to use Truth Bullet stuff more effectively. So I took note of that. That's one of his 4 Dark Devas right there, holding a gun. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So yeah, those are my notes so far. If you needed a refresher on what's going on. And yeah, I'm gonna leave this up in case we need to get a refresher of who girl A, B, C, D, E, and F are. So I'll just leave that there. But we also found out that the dead girl in the game, in the previous events, was Fuyuhiko's sister. Who he does not realize, he does not remember he's dead because they all had their memories wiped. But Fuyuhiko basically, in the past, allegedly, killed Girl E for killing his sister. And Girl E killed his sister because his sister was bullying Maharu in pre-killing game time frame. Okay? Okay. So now that nobody knows what's going on, Monami is here and her heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Thank you.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
There was nobody inside the shower house. Meaning they had to have gotten out from the window. And they had help, because you can only get out of that window if you have help. Very interesting.
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Alright. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. We will see the apple. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse key and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and left mouse button to jump. There'll be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will also appear several times in one course. Please be careful. Highly recommend you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Press the escape key during the logic dive. You can review the controls. Good luck. Have fun. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. Logic dive. Okay, Sonic heroes. This is just like, this is definitely what inspired Sonic, that Sonic murder game, Murder of Sonic. That's literally what it is. Murder of Sonic. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After Hiyoko arrived? Before Hiyoko arrived? Duh. No. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because then they drugged her. She went to the beach house, they drugged her and stuffed her in the closet. Yeah. When did the killer leave the beach house? Before Hiyoko left. Oh, was I supposed to jump? Yeah. Okay, clearly that it's wrong then. Because I can't make that jump. Yeah. This is fucking cool, though. This is very, very cool. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? The beach. Nope. The beach house. The beach house. I did it. Okay.
It's all coming together.
That was cool, though.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make a Kane
Did they fucking hide in the freezer? Oh my god, did they hide in the fucking freezer and that's why there were less drinks? They threw out a bunch to make room for themselves? Oh my fucking god. I think they hid in the refrigerator. The place where the killer was hiding. They hid in the fucking fridge. No way.
Crap!
Hid in the closet, the shower room.
Crap!
She said she checked the shower.
Crap!
That's what I thought. In the closet with her? Oh my god, they were in the closet with her. Gag.
The killer is probably hiding in the closet.
The closet?
Oh my god, yeah, they were probably in the fucking surfboard case or
After
something.
you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without
It's
Hiyoko
very
knowing?
cramped.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Yeah. Jimmy, how could you fit in the refrigerator? It's see-through. Okay, but they like put a bunch of stuff in. They like put a bunch of stuff in front of them. If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer is hiding in the closet was in the surfboard case.
Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place, cause we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
That is such a funny image to me. Me playing sardines.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
What does that even fucking mean?
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
What does that mean?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making
The
sure
feet are
Hiyoko
popping
left,
out.
they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then...
They gotta be pretty
Grit your
small
teeth.
to fit into that surfboard case.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but
I'm very honored to be in the presence of
something
so
like that
many
is
locals.
basically what it's supposed to be.
Thank you so much, Damien. That's true, but well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
You know, that is something I've
I
wondered.
know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
I mean, I'm glad that they finally clarified that, because it is kind of odd in the first game too, because it's just like, is it 3 people at once? Is it after at least 3 people? Because there was one point where when we found Sakura, it was me, Hina, and Kyoko, I believe. I don't remember. I don't know. It's a little confusing, but it's
You're the one who went on a tangent.
it's good they clarified. The only other time they talked about it was during the Hifumi and Taka case, was it? Yeah. I think you're right, yeah. Well, it was because it didn't go off, I think, because one of them was faking dead the first time. But it is interesting that, like, so is it just 3 people point blank? Or is it like, well, say I was, you know, say if it's Hajime, Nagito, and, I don't know, Nekomaru. And we find a body. But the alarm doesn't go off. That means that one of us is the killer, you know, because only 2 people that didn't kill them found the body, you know? We would be able to be like, well, it didn't go off and there were 3 of us there, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? But then you could argue it's like, okay, so like, say it goes off and the 3 of us are there. That automatically absolves the 3 of us of guilt. Which is like, I don't know, it kind of, I think it makes it like, it makes it very interesting. Very interesting, you know what I mean? You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
So that means the 3 people have discovered the body. It was, the first person was Hiyoko, who discovered Maharu's body. And then me and Kazuichi. Then that meant it was 3 people. And then the alarm went off. And so that's why they're like, well, that's why he asked, well, does that include the person who killed? Because if it doesn't, then that absolves all 3 of these people from the crime, you know? So I'm glad they clarified it, but it seems like it is neither here nor there. Almost. It kind of, I think it is trying to imply that like you can't always use that. I think that I think that Monokuma is saying like the killer can be one of the 3 people and it would still go off. I think is what they're saying. I'm a little confused still, but I feel like it's a rule that he's just gonna bend whenever he wants.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy
Unnamed
the
trans
simple
girl,
life
thank you
of
so much
destroying
for the
evidence.
29 months. Thank you so much.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. This memorize phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the different truth bullets, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake available in your truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't ya? By the way, you'll not be able to agree with anyone while using the truth flashback. Please remember that it's only effective when refuting points. That's good to know, because they did introduce agreeing and I was curious about that. Well then, good luck, have fun. Alright, let's go, baby. Shower room. This is about the shower room.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Nope.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to
I
use
tried
the
to get
shower.
I tried to get rid of those.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
You couldn't change into a
If they
wetsuit.
used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through their contradiction. So
What did
yeah,
the killer do with the blood on their body?
they can't wear the wetsuit.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
They couldn't change clothes.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
How come it's not pulling it up? Can I not take blue stuff?
Damn it!
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Oh, it just takes
They
a
didn't
fucking
have to use
million
the shower.
years.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore
Oh,
one when they moved
I
the
guess I
body.
can't use blue
If they
stuff.
used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Okay.
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
So I thought that it just
maybe it's the other way around.
you couldn't shoot down blue
Perhaps
stuff.
someone other
You
than
can't
the killer
use
moved the
you
body.
can't consent
Maybe they
with
were able to wash it off.
the like selected bullets, the flashback bullets. But I guess that you just can't interact with them at all.
What did the
in that
killer
way.
do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use
So
the
I
shower,
need to
right?
refute Fuyuhiko's statement.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They could have went
They
into the
didn't have to
water.
use the shower.
They went into the
What
went
about
into
the
the
wetsuits in the
ocean.
closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
I'm trying to solve it completely.
If they
I'm
used
focusing on the
something other than the
wetsuits.
shower,
When in actuality, I should be focusing on the
What
shower.
did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
It's not that's the thing. It's not
They cut it up and
impossible
floosh.
to wash off
As someone
without
who
the
flushes
shower.
their
They
shit
could
every
wash off
morning,
in the
I can
ocean.
declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
maybe it's the other. Perhaps someone other.
That's
Maybe
the-
they were able
that's
to
what it
wash it
is.
off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
It's possible it was the sea. They walked toward the beach to wash it up. They leave footprints. Only footprints were Kyoko's. They definitely would have done it outside the beach. Damn it. Oh, the water bottles! The fucking water bottles.
See? Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
That's true too.
I've seen through it.
Oh,
In theory, but that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used. It's true there were drinks in the beach, however, try think one who wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks, but if you use those, the blood won't come off in your body. They will leave an air up, especially if you use that alone would raise suspicion.
There were water bottles. I had to refute that one. With the trash can bullet.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the room.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were.
I am a little sus of her. She said she was soaking wet when she came back in her swimsuit. She's so hung up on these bottles. And she said that she swam around the entire island. That just feels completely, physically impossible to do. I think that she was really washing herself off. Because she didn't even look tired.
And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
Do you think it's impossible for a woman to swim long distances? Well, I'm just thinking about, like, how they told them, like, when they got there. It's like, you can't swim out of here. There's no way to swim out of here. You know what I mean? Like, they said, like, you can't. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere. I'm pretty sure they said something about it. Monokuma, I don't know if Monokuma's a liar. I really don't think so. Yeah, she's not Hina. She's not Hina. Like, Monokuma is a fabricator. An orchestrator. But I don't really see him as a liar, really. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off the body.
The water bottles were gone because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask. Who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash the blood that splattered onto them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. I think it's Peko.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
She really looks like such a fucking badass bitch in that picture, though. Like, it's a little bit like, okay, get your fan service out of the way. But, like, she's fucking cool as hell. Aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
I'm kind of gagged. I'm kind of fucking gagged right now. I honestly saw her as, like, someone who'd get killed. Like, she just seemed like someone that, like, they didn't really know what to do with after they made her, so they were like, fuck it, kill her. Because, like, you'd think, It just feels like it's so obvious that this person who's good with a sword would, like, be a killer, you know? But, like, now it makes sense. Like, it's a baseball bat.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
Oh, interesting. He's so pressed.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt.
He is
She
probably
arrived
the
at
little
diner from the opposite
accomplice.
direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
He didn't see anyone, I think. Didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight to the hotel. Yeah.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it,
Interesting. Okay, maybe.
The roadside door was blocked.
Okay,
And if
maybe
it's
she wasn't the
impossible to
killer.
leave from the beachside without
We'll
leaving
see, we'll
footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
I love her. She's just so fucking nuts. And, like, I don't know why, but her voice actress sounds like she, like, also voices, like, kooky old ladies. Like, I get that little, like, affect in her voice, and I'm like, you could easily voice a fucking crazy old bitch. Like, you could voice a Madame Foster's Home type character to me.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I could think of was that opening. The small window in the shower room.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
When we investigated it, Akane said you would have to have an accomplice or be a ninja or something to be able to scale walls. I wonder if like she counts as that because she uses a sword.
but what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
The littering.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Peko was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Must have hid it somewhere, if that's the case. In her fucking thing. She had her thing with her. Oh god, sheath? Is that what it's called? Oh god. Is that a W or an M? I think it's a W. Okay. Okay. S-H-E-E-T-H. Yeah, sheath. Nope. M. Nope. B. Yeah, B. Okay. B M S B ba. Bam. 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 Boo. Bam, bam. Flintstones. Bamboo. Bamboo. Bamboo sword. Sword. Bamboo sword. Bamboo sword. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely sword. Whew. Fuck! I hit the wrong thing. Bamboo sword!
I got it! Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool?
Alright.
You see?
That's a
I knew
fucking
it.
stretch
I
to
knew it
me.
was a ninja.
Unless she
Didn't I
like
tell ya?
placed
A
it
ninja
on the
could've climbed
sink
that
and the
easily.
toilet to make like a flat surface, I guess.
Ninjas know a climbing
Oh,
trick where
okay,
they lean their
never
sword
mind.
against the wall and use the handguard
It's
as a
because
step
she's a
stool.
fucking ninja.
Whoa! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now that the time has come once again for the panic talk action, let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. From this point on, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the space key during PTA. When fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. You won't miss during fever time either. Pressing left mountain is really quite well. Me when I panically talk. Yeah, just like Eggman. You're not the only one who can use the upper hand. Okay. It's like a... It's... Okay. Good luck. Hold on, you bastard.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass.
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why are you?
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I forgot how this works.
Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard?
I was trying to play it like the first game.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Okay, bamboo, fuck! Bamboo sword bag!
If she used the bamboo
Okay,
sword as a step
S.
stool, it would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword bag. Beat on bone on the meat. Meat on the bone. On the bone meat.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
No! You just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted to it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
She could have still gotten out that way. But she could have boosted Fuyuhiko up first. And then got out that way. There's still the possibility. Well, you never know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Justice?
In order to protect
Oh.
the justice of this world.
Oh, that smirk.
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon. the protective father, and the smiling mother.
She's mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko! If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. This is... Could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star
This
of
is
justice
insane.
that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Spark now then.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip it,
Execute
sorry.
justice!
What? What the fuck?
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice in the name of sparkling, shining justice. I have come to deliver justice. What's going on? What's this?
I know, Genocide Jack outsold.
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
This mask is the dividing line, just like various idols.
Sonia
The
only
sun is
listens to
revealed
true
because
crime
it lies
podcasts.
just beyond
Sonia
the
going to sleep in her headphones. She was gutted, thrown against the wall. Her eyes were cut out. Her legs were cut off. I'm 27. I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still. And I have alopecia. The only man who wants to fuck me is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you. Dusky, thank you so much for the 42 months. Thank you, thank you.
Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous
He's
question?
like, boring. Did that last game.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow.
Monami always does sound a little sarcastic. Like, she's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, Is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
Reel it in, Undertale.
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Ended? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer in the end, there's no mistake, it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Okay, comic book time. All right. God, that picture right here is so scary. It's so scary, man. They did explain why Akane has blood on her. She was sparring with Nekomaru, and he attested to that, so. Yeah, that's fine. She woke up, saw the last stock. Okay. There we go. She goes inside.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
All right.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard
Welcome
their
in, Death Moon.
exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was
God,
the
those
letters.
drawings
They
are
sent fake letters to
so
both Mahiru and
creepy.
Hyoko.
God.
The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m.
Because then I just imagine the character that did it making those expressions. As it's so creepy, dude. Like Peko
And the
making
letter
that face
Hyoko
is so
received
scary.
told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach
God,
house.
yeah. The Wendy Williams killer compilation is fucking hilarious. I miss Wendy on TV. I don't think that podcast is ever coming, frankly. I feel like they
totally
haven't
trusted that
promoted
letter.
it in a few
Showed
months.
up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said. And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road.
Ew.
Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My
Honey
guess
Mist
is
Auburn
something
with a
similar
hint
to a
of
calling
neon
card.
pink. Yeah, they gave her highlights.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off.
She got a strong swing if she killed her in one blow. I mean, I imagine it's a metal bat, too. Like, I feel like that could be anyone.
But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body.
The water.
They used plastic
The
water
warder.
bottles. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. After
Damn,
Hiyoko
this is
left,
a fucking
the killer
long-winded
finally came out of the surfboard
explanation.
case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house.
GYSH. Is that get yourself some help? Is that what that fucking stands for?
They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used...
Bro, I'm reading the comic onomatopoeia. Oh. I see now. Gish. Whoosh.
the bamboo sword they
Ta-da.
always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So, when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
I love her. I love Hiyoko.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
Honey, you missed justice big time.
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices?
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her. However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've
Hi,
heard your
Trappy.
story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement.
I love how everyone has moved on to, please, she's so annoying. Let's get rid of her. I know. They don't even, like, feel bad about it anymore. And, like, they've completely, like, lost that, like, but we're killing somebody. How could we do this? They're like, oh my god, this is so annoying. I would not kill anybody if I was in
Pardon me,
Danganronpa.
can we please have a
But
little more time?
I would be killed. Like, I wouldn't make it. I'd be not paying attention. I'd be, like, daydreaming and then fucking got the shit kicked out of me. Would you cannibalize someone in a submarine? I don't even know where to begin with this fucking submarine shit. It's so insane. It's so fucking crazy. The, like, son of one of the guys in there is, like, going to concerts and, like, being like, what's up? I'm single. Hit me up. And, like, people are mad, but also, like, what do they want him to do? like just scroll through Twitter all day. Like, I don't really know. We don't know their relationship with their father. Like, it's just so, it's really so fucking insane. Also, like, did you see that there was supposed to be some other, like, millionaire or something like that went in there, but then they saw that they were using, like, a Logitech, like, shitty-ass controller, and they were like, no, I'm not going in there. At least use an Xbox controller.
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion?
It's actually very common to use, like, video game controllers for controlling a vehicle. It's used a lot when people fly drones. There's a show that I watch on History Channel called Skinwalker Ranch, and I believe they controlled, like, some drone or maybe, like, a drill or something. They controlled it with a wired Xbox controller. It's not very uncommon, but it is hilarious.
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
I agree,
Something
Sonia.
about this is definitely
I don't know if
strange.
it's as set in stone as we think.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
Not Skinwalker Ranch.
Talking about the poor submarine's Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, Dallas is like, what if they used Joy-Cons and it was drifting?
Like, literally, what if, like, you know how the tweets are keeping us updated and it's like, here's the controller that's being used, and it's like a picture of literal Joy-Cons, and we're all like, ew.
Yeah, I'm not getting in that.
we could have told you that thing wasn't coming back.
What's that fucking, was it N-Tech or something? It's like, they made those third-party GameCube controllers back in the day. I love the fuzzy shorts.
I had Mad Cats.
Yeah, Mad Cats, that's what it is. It's Mad Cat.
Those were in the closet.
Oh, at your parents' place?
Yeah. Did you show the,
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Hi, Ruby. Don't, you just ate a piece of my chair. Get out. You're banned. Get out.
I just walked there again.
Alright.
Alright, what? What's up? What are we doing? I'm excited.
It's solving a murder.
You kicking me out?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I have to pay attention. Bye, Ruby.
Come on, Ruby. You don't got to touch us, baby.
Don't say it like that. No, no. Stop. Don't stare at the ground. Get out. Both of you, leave.
Alright, come on, Ruby. Come on, baby.
We started watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch last night, the like live action show. The old one, not the fucking Netflix one. We watched one episode in Dallas. We've been watching The Nanny for like the millionth time. Well, for me, Dallas, he doesn't remember the episodes as vividly as I do, even though we watched it all the way, not all the way, but like most of the way through like a year ago. But we've been watching The Nanny, and it's just like every fucking line is so funny in that show. It's really so incredible. And so he was like, we should watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And it wasn't as funny as he was hoping it would be, so we only watched one episode. But I enjoyed it. I felt it very, just like, I felt very at peace watching it. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like there's nothing to worry about in the world, actually. That's how I feel when I watch The Nanny, too. And also, like, the aesthetic. I've been getting a lot of, like, whimsigoth stuff on TikTok. And it's very, like, that's what Sabrina's room is. Like, the aesthetic of her room. And it's so, like, 2000s. It reminds me of, like, It's very similar in feel, the feeling of that it invokes in me as like old, like early 2000s, like cafe / Starbucks. I think it's called like World Cafe or something is the aesthetic. I don't know. I can't remember, but I like it.
That is true. However,
as a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. So that's what it was. I think what I've got the difference between the serial killer and Peko. Nationality. She wouldn't be Japanese.
That's right. According to what Sonia said.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Oh, I just figured that we assume that all the characters are speaking Japanese to each other and like we're just reading it as English. I didn't think that they would be like, we all speak English even though we're Japanese students.
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?!
All this time I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country, but that wasn't the case. Wait until you hear about Japanifornia. I want to know about that. What the hell is that? If so,
Peko,
have you
you're not
seen...
Sparkling Justice.
Have
There's
you
no way
seen...
that's possible.
I've seen a bunch of TikToks that are like... They're influencers in Japan. And they're like, today we're going to an America cafe. I got a hot dog and a burger and a milkshake. And we all wore denim. And I'm like... Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Jimmy, did you hear? Yes, the white people food in China where they're like, this is depressing. This is torture. Why would people eat this? Also, I saw another thing about China. Not just the depressing white people food thing, but also there's like there is like a whole like city somewhere, I think it was in China, that it's like they can't the like influencers in China will go to it and they'll like say that they're like in LA or like they're in New York, but it like has the Hollywood's like a fake Hollywood sign. I'll have to find the TikTok. I thought it was so fascinating, and it's like a bunch of like fake shops that are designed to look like American fast food places and stuff that like you can't even go inside them. They're just fake storefronts that people pose and pretend that they're visiting America. I think I'll have to look on TikTok. I might have bookmarked it. It was so funny. It was so interesting to me. If you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary, and even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
She just made all that shit up.
My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
Yay, she's cool again.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
Wait, she's not annoying anymore. Can we unkill
I
her?
have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
I am just a hole, sir.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Kyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it. I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez! Fine, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time. Okay? All done. I really gotta warm up. I gotta ease into it.
And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
I think, yeah, Fuyuhiko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
The events that occurred in the game should definitely have occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. What's wrong with that? The murder case in Twilight Syndrome proof is based on actual events? Oh, okay. I thought that was it.
I can prove it with this!
Okay.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded
I
for beating the game
submitted
are not
that!
in-game screenshots.
I submitted that! What the fuck? It's so
They're
weird.
all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko. you knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me? I honestly completely forgot this happened until now. Genuinely. Because I think it's been like a week since I've seen him say that. So like I completely... But like... Oh my god, yeah. Duh. We literally saw him with the prize. That's so crazy.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
We don't give a fuck about your tool fetish.
I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko
But you still
Kuzuryu.
count as the killer because you swung the bat.
What?
So technically it still counts, I believe.
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
She was the swimsuit of gravel all along.
Problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Damn. That stupid gravel shit is the reason why I got a terrible score. I know it.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Ahem. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. So sorry. I'm just hesitating.
Hey.
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey.
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself only exist to be tools.
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different from that. Right after I was born, abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means She's a hitman, arranged by my clan to work directly under me. His gay little pose.
If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Peko is my tool. Convince me otherwise. If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost.
The baby with a sword is so funny, yeah.
Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
You are wrong. You are not a tool, Peko. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Nothing. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. I should have read that in his voice. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
Fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. My young master intends to kill. It is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then, the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me.
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister's dead? You tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So?
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you didn't talk about it there... If you want to talk about it there, it would be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to talk about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Please. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could just make use of their plan to meet with each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling one of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right? And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in that game, that's what we used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing that person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that's why you killed Mahiru with the bat. But still, I believed her up until the very last minute that that game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
If that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but you should have killed that. You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat, and that I hid under that bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You? Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course.
Well, of course you don't, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So, everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed.
Okie dokie, oh, be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered this possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on. Don't act like our loss has been decided
No.
yet. No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling.
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
See.
Yeah, I see. So, for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your only hope? Ugh.
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf. The fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer. Are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko,
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Young master.
Young master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but... In this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyahiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'd still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Young Master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
I can't stand these two talking to each other. Yeah. It's a little like, okay, like you could have gotten your point across in like 5 less lines of dialogue.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon, after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
He's so cool. He's so complex. So how about it, Fuyahiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young Master!
I'm a disgrace.
'Cause if that's actually what happened, what I have to do is survive. What I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. He's so Jesse Pinkman! He's so Jesse Pinkman! It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you, I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young Master!
Oh my, so this is how it turned out! And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing! Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions!
Why you?
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool!
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyahiko discussed. Jeez. Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was just an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer! Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer!
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Huh?
Young Master!
Young Master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so.
Even so, I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
Please, do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Peko! That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So?
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool, Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do I have to keep... I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time, brimming with despair. Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama! You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Ah!
Young Master?
Was he in love?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since
This
we were
is
kids.
so tragic.
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me.
Oh, man.
Master? Young Master?
Damn, this is sad. Fuyuhiko's so complex. I really like him a lot. Especially now that I know that Vexen voiced him.
I gave her food, and she don't get it, but if you go to her bowl and it's empty, like later.
Okay. 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 Oh my god, he's making her kill. This is crazy. With like a voodoo doll. This is so Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. If only it was made of wax. Oh my god. Oh my god, did she just fucking kill him? Oh my god, she just fucking killed him. No fucking way. No fucking way!
That is impossible!
This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyahiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that 2 of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I am pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless, but still.
Isn't that right?
It's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby girl. Hello, Ruby. Hi, Rube. Hi. Hello, miss. Hi. Hi, Ruby. Oh, yeah. Big stretch, Rube. Nice stretching, girly girl. Nice stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Plop. Plop. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello, Spoopy. Hello. Hello, Snoop. Hello, Snoop. Hello. Little babe. Little babe. Hi. Hello. Come here. Ruby, come here, baby. Come here, Ruby. Come here. Rube, come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boop. Oh, you want to see him? You want to see what he's doing? See you later. Taylor is never going to see a Pokemon. Don't you understand? Even Fuyahiko died, you know? Not yet! He's still alive! What? Everyone, Fuyahiko is still alive.
Serious?
Are you serious? Fuyahiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyahiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying, but his blood, he won't stop bleeding out. His pulse is getting weaker.
He looks fucked up
Can't
right
you-
now.
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Well, were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
Stupid brother.
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't believe it.
Huh? A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong.
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey.
'Cause it's written in the school trip rules. If the Blackened is exposed during the class trial, only the Blackened will be executed. If only the Blackened gets executed, then Fuyahiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now, but since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him. Really?
Like...
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Prepared? And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We've got to get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
OMG, who died? And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko. Ruby, really, girl? In and out? Hello again. Hello again, Rube. Nice to see you. Come here, baby. Come here, Ruby. Come here, Ruby. Come here, baby. Hi, sweetness. Hi, sweet Rube. What's up, Rube? Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, Rube. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Rube. Hi, Ruby. Oh, Ruby. Oh, Ruby. Hi, baby. Oh, Ruby. Ruby, Rube. Hi. Hello. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. I love playing with you. I love playing with my Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi. Hello. Come here, baby. Oh, Ruby, are you okay? Nothing happened, but she will always be like, yes, I'm fine. Oh, Ruby. Oh, Ruby, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh. Hi, sweet. She never bites down when she plays like that, if you are concerned for my arms. She does not bite down. It's just mouthy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the ambulance was still fucking going. I'm sorry. What did she just fucking knock over? It's okay. There's a lot of traffic. Oh my god. Okay. Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma? It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know? However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future. Not even a speck. as if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast, dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. So, are we never gonna find out who Girl E was? I'm so perplexed by that.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island,
You'll find
or
more
if we
for in the
shouldn't let
anime.
them escape.
Interesting, okay. I am interested in watching the anime and stuff. I'm like pretty hooked now. Like I would consider myself a fan of this series now.
For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Haha, Danganronpa fan. Hi Sammy, I didn't know you were here.
Most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary, even if we have to pay the ultimate
I can't wait for your
price.
cosplay
Prevent
TikToks.
it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future
Burger.
filled with hope.
Can't wait to meet you. That's a Friday Nights at Freddy's one, though. It's not Danganronpa. Join the animatronic family. Yeah, but it's a cosplay meme. I guess so. There is people in cosplay to... There's a TikTok of mine that it was from a Happy Home Designer clip from like 2019, and I put it on TikTok. And it's me going like, I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm gonna fucking do it. And it has so many cosplayers using that audio as different characters that they're dressed as. And I'm like, why did this resonate with people? But sometimes when I'm on like Discord or something and I say like, I'm gonna, like someone like, I don't know, David will be like, Jimmy, you should play this. And I'll say, I'm gonna. Mel will be like, I'm gonna fucking do it. And I'm like, why am I being quoted to? But also like, I'm obsessed with it. I love my fans. I love fame. I'm not afraid to admit that I do want fame. Like, I was talking about it today with Dallas. Like, we're conditioned to kind of think like, to be like, ooh, I don't want fame. Like, no, like I want a healthy, tangible level of notoriety and like whatever. No one's here, right? Man, I can totally see it now. Those idiots. I can't wait to see the surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. I found all the plushies. That's good.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
Morning, huh? In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving himself in Peko's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened, but that worry ends here. There's no way I could just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right, just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question Monokuma afterwards. I'm definitely going to find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not. Okay. So I did say that today's stream would just be finishing the trial, and then I would do some drawing.